Hi guys, and welcome to another review video. So today it's going to be a two review video because I've seen two shows recently, but I've not had the chance to film like separate videos for them. So I decided I'm just going to put both of them into one video to make this a lot easier for me. So today I'm going to be reviewing Mamma Mia, which I saw on the 26th of September, and Juliet, which I saw on the 28th. So let's get started. So the first one I'm going to be reviewing is Mamma Mia, and for those that don't know the story to Mamma Mia, it's basically about a 20-year-old girl called Sophie who is getting married, but she's also on the quest to find out who her dad is. So she has three possible fathers, and she's basically invited all three of them to her wedding, and it's just like a quest on trying to find out who her dad is. So I'm going to start off with the cast. So yeah, let's get started. So the person who played Sophie Sheridan was Lucy May Barker, and I've never seen Lucy in anything before. I've only known her through the tour, which she did in, I think it was 2017. I could be wrong with that. Yeah, UK tour in 2017, and she's also been in Sweeney Todd at the Adelphi, which Waitress is on at the minute, which I am going to see soon. I'm going to book tickets to go and see Waitress soon, so that vlog will be coming very soon, probably November, December time. And she's also been in Earthquakes in London and Really Old Like 45, which are two shows I've heard about but don't like really interest me. But if there is a revival to it, I probably will go and see it just to go and see it really. And she's also been in The Impressions show. She's been in Doctors. And she can be heard in the radio drama Lost in Mexico on BBC Radio 4, which I'll probably have a listen to because she is honestly the most amazing actor ever, after Carrie Hope Fletcher, who, for those that know me, know that Carrie is my favourite actress. So Lucy has an absolute outstanding voice. She is honestly amazing. Like, when she was just singing, she gave me goosebumps. She is honestly amazing. So, going on to Donna Sheridan. She is supposed to be played by Maz Murray, but for this performance we had Caroline, and I've forgotten her last name, but Caroline was absolutely amazing. She just portrayed the role of Donna so good. Like, it was literally like watching the film, this musical. Honestly, she's just amazing. She made Donna out to be hilarious, which she is anyway. Especially when Sam, Bill and Harry turn up. She's just hilarious about it. So, moving on to Rosie and Tanya, which were played by Ricky Butt and Kirsty Halls. So, starting off with Kirsty, who played Tanya. She was in The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, age 13 3/4, at the Leicester Curve, which has just recently been in London but has now finished. I was gutted that I could not see that. And she's also been in Les Mis at Queen's and The Three Musketeers. She's also been in The Wizard of Oz, Sweeney Todd, The Burglar's Opera, and Snow White. So, Kirsty's voice, I wouldn't say it's a strong voice, but she has got a really good voice, and especially when she sings Does Your Mother Know, when her and Pepper are on the beach and Pepper's trying to flirt. So her voice, it's not one of my favourites, but she has got a good voice, but it's not like one of my favourites. And moving on to Rosie now, who was played by Ricky Butt, which I've already mentioned. She's been in stuff like High Society, Betty Blue Eyes, Billy and the Baker's Wife, Cats, Oliver, and Les Mis. She's also been in Blood Brothers, which I do want to see. So I'm probably going to book tickets for the tour if it comes to anywhere near me, because I'm from Greater Manchester. And I believe it's not actually coming to Manchester, which is devastating, because I feel like it would get good crowds in Manchester because it's like a well-known musical, Blood Brothers. And obviously GCSE students do Blood Brothers. So for Greater Manchester schools, it's hard for them to actually go and see a production of it. So yeah, anyway, going back to Ricky, her voice gave me shivers. And she's just so funny as Rosie, because Rosie's just a funny character. And honestly, she is absolutely outstanding. She is so funny. So, moving on to the three dads now, Sam, Bill and Harry, who was played by Richard Trinder, Stephen Beckett and Neil Moores. And all three of them just made that show amazing. Like, I have never ever known three guys to portray them roles as amazing as them three did. So, starting off with Richard, who played Sam, he was amazing. Honestly, if I could get to see him in any other production again, I probably would, because he's just so good. And he's been in stuff like Romeo and Juliet, he's been in As You Desire Me, Jack to a King, Cinderella with a Soul. So he's been in quite a lot. And just through here, it looks like he hasn't actually been in a lot of West End shows. He's been in As You Desire Me, which was on the West End. So, I think As You Desire Me was his West End debut. But he has been in quite a few soaps, like Emmerdale, Coronation Street and Doctors. So, yeah. And moving on to Stephen, who played Bill, he's been in quite a lot from what I'm seeing here. He's been in The Railway Children. He's been in Public Spaces. The Ghost Train, Death Trap. And he's also appeared in Coronation Street as well. And Stephen's voice isn't that strong, but his acting skills are just amazing. They are honestly so good. And finally, moving on to Neil, who played Harry. He's been in The Sound of Music, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. He's been in Cinderella. He's been in Shrek. He's been in quite a few. So he's had like quite a good West End UK tour experience. And he's also been in Coronation Street. So all three of them have been in like popular soaps. And every single one of them are just absolutely amazing. Like, every single one of them are just so good. So now I'm going to move on to Cameron Burt, who played Sky. And he's making his West End debut as Sky. He hasn't been in any West End shows, but he has been in Prom Queen, at The Other Palace and Cinderella. And he graduated drama school just this year. And that is honestly just unbelievable. And now he's on as a main part in the West End. Like, honest to God, to me that is just outstanding, how he's just come out of drama school and now he's playing a lead role in a West End show. It's just so good. And I'm going to do the ensemble all together, but I'm not going to name them all because there was quite a lot of them. But the ensemble for this show was really, really strong. We've got really good actors and actresses for these roles, and they were just all amazing. Every single one of them just did so well. And even during the show, because there was this one guy who thought it would be hilarious to throw an ice cream pot down, and it's just disrespectful how someone couldn't just throw an empty ice cream pot into the audience during a show like that. To me, it's just disrespectful, and how the cast stayed in character and just carried on, I do not know. But luckily that guy was removed from the show, and he was with a school group, so to me it's just immature when people are trying to watch a show and then all of a sudden an ice cream pot just comes falling down. It's just wrong. But anyway, going back on to the cast now, every single cast member in this show was absolutely outstanding. I couldn't fault a single one of them. They were all just good. So, talking about this show overall, it's a 5 out of 5 for me, definitely. The show is just absolutely phenomenal. And the curtain call at the end, you'll know that if you've seen the film, the curtain call is made up of Dancing Queen and Waterloo. Both major ABBA hits, like every single song in this show, they're all major ABBA hits. And honest to God, that curtain call is just absolutely amazing. It's probably one of my favourite curtain calls after everybody's talking about Jamie, because everybody's talking about Jamie. That is just a phenomenal curtain call. It just sums up the show so good. Same with Mamma Mia. And at the end, Rosie, Donna and Tanya all come on dressed as the Dynamos, and it's just so good. And honestly, if you get a chance to go and see this show, either if it's in London or it's the UK tour, I would take up that offer. I would honestly go and see that show, because I'm hoping to get to Bradford and go and see the UK tour version of it, because honestly that show was just absolutely amazing. So now that was my review on Mamma Mia, so I'm now going to move on to And Juliet. So And Juliet is a brand new musical, and it's got the songs that was written by Max Martin. So it's got things from Pink, it's got things from Bon Jovi, it's got Adele, it's got all the major UK number ones, like Larger Than Life, It's My Life, Fucking Perfect. Excuse my French, I'm so sorry. It's just got all the major songs in. It's got Blow, it's got all sorts. Raw by Katy Perry, that was another major song in it. So, just a briefing about what And Juliet is about. So, And Juliet is basically based at the end of Romeo and Juliet, when they are both stood round the coffin after Juliet is supposedly dead after drinking a sleeping potion, and Romeo is just absolutely heartbroken, so he drinks poison and then Juliet kills herself. But in this version, it's basically what would happen if Juliet didn't kill herself. So she goes off in order to just find out what would happen if she wasn't to have killed herself. And before the end of Act 1, there is a major plot twist, and you will honestly be so shocked when you go and see this production. It's just absolutely mind-blowing what happens, and all the songs basically link to the character's scenario at the time. So they just kind of break into music as soon as that scenario's finished, but they link a song to it, and it just makes the show funny. It basically just makes you want to laugh so hard. It's just so good how they have made this musical. So I'm going to talk through the cast and what they've been in and stuff. So I'm going to start off with the actor who played Juliet, which was Miriam Teakley. And just in one word, wow. Her voice is absolutely phenomenal. She honestly gave me goosebumps, and for a main character, she is absolutely amazing. She's been in the original cast of Hamilton, and just wow. And she made her professional debut in On the Town, which was at the Regent's Park Open Theatre. And honestly, she's just amazing. And she's not been in a lot, but just to be in an original cast is enough. Like, she's been in 2 original casts now. She's been in Hamilton, and now she's in the original cast of Juliet. So this run started off in Manchester, and it's currently running until the 12th of October, and then it's going to transfer to the Shaftesbury Theatre on the 2nd of November, and 100% I am going to see this show again. It is honestly amazing. So, carrying on with the cast now, I'm going to move on to Cassidy Jansen, who played Anne. So she's been in Beautiful, the Carole King Story. She's been in Avenue Q, Tick Tick Boom, and she has been in a lot, but quite a few of them aren't West End. But she has had quite a good West End run. So she's been in Wicked as well. She has been in Man of the La Mancha. And she's been in Chess. And her voice made me bawl my eyes out. She is amazing. And she's probably another one of my favourite actresses. And she's just absolutely amazing. So I'm now going to move on to the character Shakespeare. So Shakespeare was like the narrator of the show. So he was just like bringing each scene in as it went along. And he did have a few major songs, like I Want It That Way. That was probably one of his best, and the scene for that is just hilarious. You'll know if you've already seen the show. So he's been in Wicked, he's been in White Christmas, Starlight Express. He's also been in Mamma Mia, Our House, Over My Shoulder, and he's been in West Side Story. And his voice is so strong. Oh, sorry, he's also been in Kinky Boots as well, and We Will Rock You. So he's had a massive West End run. So to be in the original cast of Juliet is probably an absolute privilege for him. He's just absolutely amazing. Every single cast member in this was amazing. So moving on to Jordan Luke Gage, who played Romeo. So he doesn't have quite a major part in this, seeming as it is basically based on Romeo and Juliet, but he doesn't have a major part in it. He does appear in it, but that's all I'm saying. I'm not doing any spoilers. So the majority of this is in West End, but he has been in Bat Out of Hell, which I didn't get to see, but I'm hoping to see it at some point if it does a revival or a tour. And he is just absolutely amazing. His voice is just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, he full on gave me the shivers. Every single time he sung, my hairs on my arms was just like standing up. He was just amazing. So that's the major cast in Anne Juliet, and the ensemble for this was absolutely incredible. And for those that know, Grace from Six was also in this, and she played Judith, and she is just absolutely incredible in this. Like, honestly, she is just amazing. Honestly, I was going to stage door this, but I thought I'm going to wait until I go to London and I'm going to stage door it there, because I thought I've only just seen the show, so I'm just going to stage door it in London. So my overall review is definitely a 5 for this show. And the reason for that is it's a brand new musical that is already doing its premiere in Manchester, and for it to be premiered in Manchester is just absolutely amazing. Like, you don't see any massive hit musicals being premiered in Manchester, and for this one to be premiered in Manchester is just absolutely amazing. So if you're watching this, you'll know that they had their press night on Tuesday the 1st of October, which was Tuesday of this week. I'm currently filming this video on the Thursday. So, honestly, if you get the chance to see that show, take it. Same with Mamma Mia, same with any of the shows that I've already done reviews on, which is obviously everybody's talking about Jamie and Come From Away. And I am hoping to see them again at some point. But I'm probably not going to be able to see Jamie now until the UK tour of it. But I am hoping to go and see the new West End cast in it, which is obviously Melissa Jakes as Margaret. But I have already seen her as Margaret, and she is absolutely amazing. I'm hoping to see Tilly as Fatima, and I'm hoping to see Alex as Mickey. And honestly, they are all amazing. Every single show in the West End at the minute is just amazing. But going back on to these two now, I would definitely recommend seeing both of these shows, because they are honestly just two musicals that are just amazing. They are honestly amazing. And especially this one. To say it's already been out for about 3 weeks now, and it's gotten so much publicity already. And I believe that already a month's worth of tickets are sold out for London, and that is just amazing. So I'm going to wrap this up here. So I hope you've enjoyed this review video. And the next vlog I'm going to be doing is when I go to the Liverpool Empire to go and see the touring production of Les Miserables. And the reason I'm going to see that is because I haven't really seen Les Mis as a touring production or in the West End. I've only seen the high school version of it, and that is simply because my cousin was in that a few years ago as a high school production. So I am really looking forward to that. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen my and Juliet vlog and Mamma Mia vlog, I would recommend you watch that before obviously finishing this. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video.